Everybody, welcome to the Rensselaer County Legislature regular monthly meeting for June 8th, 2021. It's nice to see people back here at the chambers full time. We're not looking at some sort of Zoom call or something of that nature, and we can really see people and faces and wonder who's not behind that mask or who is. So thank you, everybody, for being here, and it's great to have the public back here again as well. That's one of the better benefits of being back in business. Today we have some special presentations, and the first presentation is P10621, a resolution honoring Fogarty Farms upon being recognized as 2021 Century Farms. All right, and a representative here will be Bill Cathy, the whole Fogarty family. Please come on down, and it's going to be presented by Mr. Harrington.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
You want to move the podium? No, we're all right. Huh?
No.
Stay right there. Yeah, you're fine.
They were all leaning up.
Finally, I mean, we've been at this since this resolution was 10621, dated back in March. This is a resolution honoring the Fogarty Farm by being recognized as a 2021 Century Farm. This is Kathy Fogarty, Bill Fogarty, Candace Fogarty. Oh, no, it's Candace now.
It's
no,
Freer.
right?
It's
Freer. And her husband didn't show up. No, he's up there. Bill? Bill is up there. And I wasn't going to read this, but if you only do this every 100 years, I guess I will read the whole thing. Whereas consistent with the duties of this legislative body to recognize the historic occasions and acknowledge with profound respect and admiration a milestone in the history of Fogarty Farm. And whereas attendant to such duties and fully in accord with its long-standing traditions, it is the intent of this legislative body to convey its compliments and felicitations to the Fogarty family upon being recognized for their families' 105 years of hard work and dedication to their family farm. Whereas the New York State Century Farm Program is a testament to the fine traditions of progressive agriculture and community service of the farm families in New York State. And whereas the Century Farm Program began in 1937 and honors New York farms in continuous operation on the same land by the same family for 100 years or more. A limited number of deserving farm families in recognition annually. And whereas the Fogarty Farm was started in 1916 by John D. Fogarty, the 200-acre farm specialized in milking dairy cows with 20 cows that were milked by hand and work horses used to plant and harvest the crops. And whereas John proudly ran the farm family till his passing in 1949, and the operations were handed over to his wife, Laura Fitzgerald, and son, J. Gerald. And whereas in 1954, J. Gerald married his wife, Joan Dufort, and in 1965, they purchased the farm from J. Gerald's mother, Laura. And whereas J. Gerald and Joan raised the 6 children on the farm, and in 1978, their son, William, Bill, started working the family farm daily. And in 1982, Bill and his wife, Kathy, took partnership in the farm. And the next page here. Whereas in 1990, Bill and Kathy purchased the family farm and started the 3rd generation of the Fogarty Farm and increased the milking herd to 75 cows and began raising heifers and calves. Whereas in 2014, Bill left the dairy industry and began raising beef cows. He currently has a herd of 130 cows and replacement heifers and continues to produce feed for their farm and sells hay, straw to other local farms. Whereas Fogarty's Farm has received awards for high-quality milk in 1993, 94, 95, and Gold Dairy Distinction Awards for over 15 years. And whereas Bill and his wife Kathy have 3 grown children, Candace, William B.J., and James, as well as 5 grandchildren that all love the family farm. Now, therefore, be it resolved that this legislative body pause in its deliberations and most joyously honor and congratulate the Fogarty Family Farm upon being recognized as a 2021 Century Farm and extend our best wishes for continued success. And be it further resolved that the clerk of this legislative body is hereby directed to transmit a suitably engrossed copy of this resolution to the Fogarty family. The Fogarty farm is on Fogarty Road, so there's been Fogartys living there forever, I think. And there was more than just one family, Fogarty family, that lived there for years. And I do know one of them is related to our minority leader, Peter Grimm, right? So the Fogartys kind of own that whole section of the town up there in Scottycoke. And Bill is now a councilman in the town of Scottycoke. So he's giving his hand at trying to keep that straight up there, I guess. They do a real, you know, I've been around quite a long time, and driving back and forth on the road, I didn't know the Fogartys that well back then, but the farm is always neat as a pin. I mean, the farmstead itself is neat as a pin. And I know when I'm going by there was always this young blonde lady out there painting the fence, painting the barns. I said, I wonder if she's got a husband or not. But he shows up once in a while there. I guess he's doing the chores, right? And taking care of the cows. But all the painting gets done by the missus. I know that. There always was anyway. And she also does some hairdressing, right, on the side. The farmstead is immaculate. It really is for a farmstead. And I even will say Bill takes care of the machinery, and most of that stuff is painted up and looks good too. No matter what year it is, it looks good out there. And you have a real nice farm. It's a nice place. I mean, just off of Route 40. So congratulations. I know it's a long time getting you down here, but I want to give you this. We had time to get that one engrossed. And here's some other copies. Now, someone else like to speak?
Yeah, I'll see if you.
Okay, go ahead.
I'd like to congratulate Bill, Kathy, family. Because myself and Todd were at the house when they had the big celebration. I'm celebrating their anniversary. Got to see all your relatives. But I grew up with the Fogartys. And they're a great family, and that farm is neat as a pin, right, Bill? Right, Kathy?
Right.
And I just want to thank them for a great farm for many years. And my parents' backyard actually is their backyard in Spiegeltown, so we can smell the cows all the time. All right, congratulations.
Okay, so I want to make sure. Here, I'll give you these. Yeah. All right. Did we get a photo, did we, Harry? All right.
Would one of the Fogartys like to speak?
You want to
Yeah, please.
say something? Oh, Bill,
Come on,
come
You're in politics.
come on.
Well, I'm not sure whether we're going to let him speak or not.
No, just say thank you to everybody.
you
We've
very
been
much.
at
No,
it
go
For
ahead.
a while, we're just doing the best we can, that's all. So it's good to have a little recognition, though, for people that's been in business a long time.
I was thinking about the Harringtons, we've been around a long, long time. But I was thinking back, I said, gee, I don't know if we're ever going to get one of these. We're never going to get one because my dad moved 4 times, I think, since we started farming. Yeah. I think we moved the last time in 1957, so I'm not sure I'll be here for that one either. But
Never know.
Thank you. Thank you very much for coming down.
You smartened up in 2000.
Thank you. All right.
Sold the milk
Thanks for
cow.
coming.
Very nice.
I like them.
Thanks, guys.
Congratulations again, Kathy.
Get tired.
I figured out after a while, I was the only one.
Well, thank you to the Fogarty family. Very good job, Ken. Next, we have P 17821, a resolution commending Rensselaer County Mental Health Commissioner Catherine Alange Coons upon receiving the 2021 What's Great in Our State Lifetime Achievement Award. And that representative, obviously, is Catherine Alange Coons, and it's going to be presented by Ms. Hoffman and Mr. Grant, and any other legislators that want to come up here.
Congratulations. We've got the whole crowd up here to celebrate you today. You could. This is a resolution commending Rensselaer County Mental Health Commissioner Catherine Alange Coons upon receiving the 2021 What's Great in Our State Lifetime Achievement Award. Whereas a county is only as great as those persons and organizations that provide exemplary service to their community, whether through voluntary programs, personal achievement in their professions, or other endeavors. Rensselaer County Mental Health Commissioner Kathy Coons is one such individual whose day-to-day efforts have earned her special recognition. The Lifetime Achievement Award is given annually to recognize professionals and volunteers who have shown a lifetime commitment to strengthening the mental health of children, youth, and families. Kathy is being recognized for her long career, dedication to direct care, advocacy, and the oversight of programs for youth struggling with mental health issues. Kathy began her career over 30 years ago in Rensselaer County as a child and adolescent therapist, and then moved into the newly formed Intensive Case Management Program. She developed and expanded the program in Rensselaer County and became a resource for children's ICM programs across New York State. Kathy developed the Children's Single Point of Entry team for the county and nurtured the development of the Parent Advocacy Program and the Youth Advocate Program. Kathy also serves as chairperson of the New York State Conference on Local Mental Hygiene Directors. And whereas this legislative body recognizes Commissioner Kathy Coons for her dedicated service to the residents of Rensselaer County. And now, therefore, be it resolved that this legislative body pause in its deliberations and most joyously honor and commend Kathy for her receiving the 2021 What's Great in Our State Lifetime Achievement Award. And be it further resolved that the clerk of this legislature is hereby directed to transmit a copy of the resolution suitably engrossed to Kathy Coons. So Kathy, obviously, what's great in our state, I don't know anybody else in this room who would ever qualify for something that's so grand as a Lifetime Achievement Award for what's great in our state. I think since I've been on the legislature, certainly I've enjoyed coming and listening to some of the personal stories that Kathy has brought to the legislature as far as clients that she has worked with. I think we're better legislators by listening to the stories of those clients that have come and have shared their personal experiences with us. And that's a direct correlation to Kathy and having her have those folks come and share those with us. So on behalf of all of us on the legislature, we want to congratulate you. This is a huge honor for her. I know she's very humble, but I would like to ask Kathy to come up and say a few words if she would like, but first would offer any legislators who want to come up and say a couple of words to Kathy, please do. Sure.
I just want to take this opportunity, knowing Kathy for as long as I have, and I've been on the legislature now for 20 years, and I know what's great in our state and what's great in our county, and it's you, Kathy, for all the help that you've done, especially for all the youth that you've taken under your wing. And I know some of the referrals that I've made to your office, you've gone out of your way to make sure that they got the best care that they could get, and Rensselaer County does a great job doing that. And but one of the first couple of years I had the honor, well, I always had the honor of working with her dad on the railroad, and her father was Charlie Allange, who was somebody who did a lot of rail crossing safety for people throughout the country, and did a great job. And I want you to know that I'm sure that he'd be very proud of you for all the things you did, because he was one guy, proud guy of his family. I know that. He spoke often of it. And the other thing is how you've ever stayed in this building as long as you did with this body, and not assigning one of your staff directly to this legislature, I don't know either. But thank you for everything.
I'd just like to thank Kathy. What a great honor, and so well-deserved. But on a personal level, I'd just like to thank Kathy, since I was appointed chairman of the Social Services Committee, for taking the time and the effort, and it's a lot of effort sometimes, to educate me and some of the important issues that we all have to face in these subject areas. So Kathy, thank you so much for educating me. Thank you so much for all you've done for the residents of our county and the state. And here's hoping many more years come where you're going to be helping us to learn the way things really should be from an aspirational level in this state and county. Thank you so much.
Anybody else? Kath? Thank you for you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Jump in here, buddy.
Okay.
Come on,
Everybody switch. This is my hand on your
Thank
back,
you.
Kath. I'm
All
just
right,
trying
all
to.
right. Thank you.
Say a couple words, Kath?
Sure. So when I received word that I was receiving this award, I was astounded I was old enough to receive it. And I was asked, when you receive a Lifetime Achievement Award, does that make you feel old? And I said, well, it's better when I'm alive than when I'm gone. But you know, it's always been a blessing and a privilege to work here in Rensselaer County. When I began my career in 1980, I worked for a small not-for-profit that no longer exists, Catholic Family and Community Services. And I worked with children in schools, and I worked with several of the therapists here from Rensselaer County. They would, I would collaborate on some of the issues. And I always wanted to come and work here. And I was first hired here in 1987 and worked part-time in the children's clinic. And I left for a 6-month hiatus. I was selected for a full-time position, but there was a hiring freeze in those days. And I needed health insurance for my family, so I took a job in Schenectady at a not-for-profit, and I hated it there. And I let the commissioner at the time here know that I wanted to come back, and I never wanted to leave. And I was blessed to be hired back here within 6 months of leaving. And I've never left. So I consider it a great privilege to be working here, and I'm humbled to have received the award from New York State, and I consider it a great blessing. So I thank you all for your recognition tonight. And I just want to say my husband is here and our eldest daughter is here, Melissa. So my husband Earl and our daughter Melissa.
Congratulations. Nice job. Nice job.
Congratulations again.
Well, thank you very much to Catherine and her family for being here and accepting a resolution from this county for Lifetime Achievement Award, and thank you to the presenters. Excellent job. With that, we'll move to the regular legislative meeting. I'd like to call the legislative body for today's in order for June 8th, 2021. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Bailey? Here. Mr. Bendet? Here. Mr. Burns? Mr. Cassell? Here. Ms. Doran? Present. Mr. Fiacco? Here. Mr. Fleming? Here. Mr. Grant? Present. Mr. Grimm? Here. Mr. Harrington? Present. Ms. Hoffman? Here. Mr. Leverage? Here. Mr. Patiri? Here. Mr. Peter? Here. Mr. Testman? Here. Ms. Sullivan Tita? Ms. Weaver? Here. Mr. Wysocki? Here. Chairman Stammel?
Here.
There are 18 present and 1 absent.
Invocation, Mr. Grant, please.
Dear Lord, as we rise to meet each new day, please let us be filled with your spirit. Wherever we go, let us spread love, joy, peace, goodness, and faithfulness. Amen.
Amen.
Mr. Graham, to pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mr. Harrington.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we dispense with the reading of the minutes of the regular meeting of May 11, 2021, and approve the minutes as printed.
Is there a second? Motion made and seconded. On the question? All in favor? Aye. So moved. The meeting agenda, presentation of petitions,
On file?
presentation of communications,
On file?
reports of commissions,
On file?
departmental reports,
On file?
reports of standing committees,
On file?
local laws.
There are 3 introductory tonight.
We have 3 local laws. Be sure to review them. They're laid on the desk. With the index of resolutions, G 18321.
G 18321, resolution accepting grant funding from the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services, Public Defender, introduced by legislators Testman, Grant, and Weaver.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G 18421.
G 18421, resolution amending the 2021 Rensselaer County adopted budget, Department of Probation, introduced by legislators Testman, Grant, and Weaver.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G 18521.
G 18521, resolution authorizing contract for solicitation of banking services, request for proposal, Bureau of Finance, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, and Weaver.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G 18621.
G 18621, resolution authorizing the conveyance of certain real property to former owners, Bureau of Finance, introduced by legislators Leverage, Stammel, and Grimm.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G 18721.
G 18721, resolution authorizing the acceptance of funding from the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation and Environmental Facilities Corporation for the State Septic System Replacement Fund Program and amending the 2021 adopted Rensselaer County budget, Department of Health, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Bendet, Cassell, and Sullivan Tita.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G 18821.
G 18821, resolution authorizing the acceptance of funding from the New York State Department of Health, Health Research, Inc., in enhanced post-mortem toxicology testing reimbursement, Department of Health, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Bendet, Cassell, and Sullivan Tita.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G 18921.
G 18921, resolution authorizing acceptance of an award from the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services and amending the 2021 Rensselaer County adopted budget, District Attorney, introduced by legislators Testman, Grant, and Weaver.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G 19021.
G 19021, resolution amending the 2021 Rensselaer County adopted budget, Office of the Rensselaer County Sheriff, introduced by legislators Testman, Grant, and Weaver.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G 19121.
G 19121, resolution authorizing agreement with Northeast Parent and Child Society, Department of Social Services, introduced by legislators Grant, Testman, Weaver.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 19221.
G 19221, resolution accepting grant funding from the New York State Department of Health through the Public Health Preparedness Grant and amending the 2021 Rensselaer County Adopted Budget, Department of Health, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Bedet, Casal, and Sullivan Tita.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 19321.
G 19321, resolution amending the 2021 Rensselaer County Adopted Budget, Department of Health, introduced by legislators Bedet, Casal, and Sullivan Tita.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 19421.
G 19421, resolution authorizing the purchase of protective ballistic vests, Department of Social Services, introduced by legislators Grant, Testman, and Weaver.
On the question? Yes. Mr. Graham?
I was very happy to see this come across, and I was happy that Teresa was going to give this an explanation for us on this. I think it's very proactive for our county to be doing something like this. Happy to see that we have funds that are going to do this. And, you know, in light of, being here earlier tonight, you know, there are many people that are in mental health that also go out to be able to walk into, you know, situations that aren't always, you know, exposed enough for them. And I would like to see if we could work to spread this out on the success of the program that's going on. I'm just happy to see that this is going, it's a good start. Thank you.
Anything further? I kind of agree. I mean, it's definitely scary to see the price tag, knowing that the county's in the position it is to where it can financially support such a thing like this is a good thing. I just wish they never expired, but it's gonna be an ongoing expense. But it's you know, we can replace the vest, we can't replace the people. So, and that's our valuable
We can hope that there's
Mon-
recycling fund.
recycling fund to support that. Yes. So thank you very much. Anything further on the question? All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 19521.
G 19521, resolution authorizing a maintenance agreement, Department of Probation, introduced by legislators Grant, Testman, and Weaver.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 19621.
G 19621, resolution authorizing acceptance of an award from the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services and amending the 2021 Rensselaer County Adopted Budget, District Attorney, introduced by legislators Testman, Grant, and Weaver.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 19721.
G 19721, resolution authorizing purchase of enterprise resource planning software modules and related services and amending the 2021 Rensselaer County Adopted Budget, Bureau of Finance, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Stammel, and Grimm.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 19821.
G 19821, resolution authorizing acceptance of a grant award from the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services and amending the 2021 Rensselaer County Adopted Budget, Department of Probation, introduced by legislators Testman, Grant, and Weaver.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 19921.
G 19921, resolution authorizing a contract for the purchase of copy, printing paper, and supplies for county departments, Bureau of Central Services, introduced by legislators Loveridge, Grant, Weaver, Stammel, and Grimm.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 221.
G 221, resolution authorizing an agreement with the Country Club of Troy Unified Family Services, Youth Services, introduced by legislators Testman, Harrington, and Burns.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 20121.
G 20121, resolution authorizing a contract for USDA State Education Summer Food Program, Unified Family Services, Youth Services, introduced by legislators Harrington, Testman, and Burns.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 20222.
G 20221,
21.
resolution authorizing an agreement for cellular telephone services for care coordinators and on-call staff, Department of Mental Health, introduced by legislators Grant, Testman, Weaver.
That was 2022221, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
20221.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. Okay. G, 20321.
G 20321, resolution authorizing an agreement for mobile broadband plan, Department of Mental Health, introduced by legislators Grant, Testman, Weaver.
On the question? All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 20421.
G 20421, resolution amending the 2021 Rensselaer County adopted budget, Department of Health, introduced by legislators Bendet, Casal, and Sullivan Tita.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 20521.
G 20521, resolution authorizing the purchase of security camera at visitor parking lot, Van Rensselaer Manor, introduced by legislators Grant, Testman, Weaver.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
18
moved.
ayes.
So moved. G, 20621.
G 20621, resolution authorizing an agreement for legal services to pursue claims related to the cost of insulin and other diabetic treatments. County Attorney, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Stamel, Grimm.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 20721.
G 20721, resolution authorizing a contract for architectural and engineering services for the exterior restoration, Rensselaer County Courthouse Complex, Buildings Department, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 20821.
G 20821, resolution amending the 2021 Rensselaer County adopted budget, District Attorney, introduced by legislators Testman, Grant, and Weaver.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed? So
18
moved.
ayes.
So moved. G, 20921.
G 20921, resolution authorizing a contract for culvert replacements, Highway Department, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 21021.
G 21021, resolution authorizing a contract for tree pruning and tree removal, Highway Department, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 21121.
G 21121, resolution establishing the Rensselaer County Response Fund and amending the 2021 Rensselaer County adopted budget general fund, introduced by legislators Leverage, Stamel, and Grimm.
On the question. Yes.
As you know, in rules, I have a problem with this resolution coming in. It's $18 million that we're moving into a fund, and it has really no oversight by the legislature. And there's no criteria set in place for what the progression of this would be. So it's $18 million essentially being put into a slush fund or report fund for, to be doled out when necessary, when he makes that decision. It does not come before us if it's less than $10,000. So it would just be work that would be given out, and I don't know who's going to make the decision to give that. I just think, in the mode of good government, we certainly should have a process in place where people could, because I believe that any extra fund balance that we have should go back into the community to support the community where there is need. But we should have some sort of jurisdiction over how that happens, and we should have some sort of process where people can apply for this aid, it's considered, and then approved. There's no approval at all mentioned in any of this. It's just moving money into a fund, and we don't know how that money's going to be distributed. I'm not going to be able to vote on this.
Thank you. Ms. Torney?
Mr. Chairman, I echo the remarks of Mr. Grimm. And, you know, my concern is with checks and balances and transparency, and I don't see any of that in this resolution. It's a lot of money that we're talking about. So I cannot support that.
Okay, thank you. Anything further? As all I can say is that my discussions with the county exec in regards to this is primarily to support those volunteer agencies, needed agencies throughout the county. If we do need additional information, obviously that line item, the funds being spent at a line item are always have to be made accountable to the legislative body if they need to, or can be foiled for anybody outside of the county government. So there is some accountability there. I agree to you. I agree with both of you that I think there needs to be a better accountability of how the process is going to work and who can qualify for it. Right now, though, I would like to, after this COVID situation that we've just gone through, I see a great need in order to support those volunteer agencies, emergency agencies that have been out there supporting the families and the people in Rensselaer County over the last year and a half. So with that being said, I believe it's going to be used for all the right reasons. Anything further? All those in favor? Aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you.
11 ayes, 5 noes,
Okay, G, 21221.
13.
was
G
it?
21221, resolution establishing the drive for 65 and amending the 2021 Rensselaer County adopted budget, general county road and capital projects fund, introduced by legislators Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
On the question. All I can say is I think it's this whole legislative body, if you're a county representative here, us guys in the city and gals in the city, you know, we don't see as much of it as the county's gonna see, but what a heck of an accomplishment to thrive to make 65 miles of road in order to make sure that our constituents get back and forth to work or get to go where they need to go. I think it's a great investment into our roads and something that's been need to be done, and I think we've come a long way since when I first come on the legislature and we were only doing, 15, maybe 10, 15 miles of road a year. So it's good to see that we're in a position to do this. Yes, sir.
And, to my point earlier, this is, concrete. We are using some of this money here to be able to do these roads. I mean, this is good, even though we're not seeing it in the cities, we're
Right.
seeing it in the county. And people with common trails in the cities and likewise in the reverse. But this was presented to us. We had time to discuss it and we approved it.
Yes, correct.
So, I mean, this is exactly what I'm talking about. We can do things like this, but it should have some sort of approval.
And like I said, I do agree with you. Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 212, or that was 212, wasn't it? G, 21321.
G 21321, resolution authorizing the purchase of replacement parts for the district-owned primary clarifier tank, Sewer District Number 1, introduced by legislators Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
On the question. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 21421.
G 21421, resolution authorizing the purchase of replacement belts for the district-owned belt filter press and gravity belt filter units, Sewer District Number 1, introduced by legislators Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
On the question. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 21521.
P 21521, resolution reappointing a member to the Rensselaer County Sewer Board Number 1, introduced by legislators Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
On the question. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. P, 21621.
P 21621, resolution establishing a date for a public hearing on the Hudson Valley Community College budget for fiscal year 2021 to 2022, introduced by legislators Stammel, Hoffman, Harrington, Grimm, and Doran.
On the question. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. P, 21721.
P 21721, resolution celebrating Juneteenth in Rensselaer County, introduced by legislators Grimm, Doran, Burns, Fleming, Sullivan, Tina, and Weaver.
On the question. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. P, 21821.
P 21821, resolution recognizing the 2021 Arts Center of the Capital Region honorees, introduced by legislators Grimm, Doran, Burns, Fleming, Sullivan, Tita, and Weaver.
On the question. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. Special rules add-on for today. G, 21921.
G 21921, resolution amending contract dates for the installation of plant-wide security system and amending the 2021 Rensselaer County adopted budget, Sewer District Number 1, introduced by Chairman Stammel.
On the question. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 22021.
G 22021, resolution authorizing a construction contract for County Road 125 Stillwater Bridge Pavement Resurfacing Project, Highway Department, introduced by Chairman Stammel.
On the question. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 22121.
G 22121, resolution amending the 2021 Rensselaer County adopted budget, Highway Department, introduced by Chairman Stammel.
On the question. Yes,
No, I just like
Mr.
to say,
Harrington?
I mean, this is more CHIPS money. This is a great thing for us. I mean, you talk about 65 miles of road being done here. First of all, it's quite a challenge. Hope we can meet the challenge. But as far as, that done, I mean, that's probably 4 times what we did in a year over the past year, not the past few years, but
Yep.
I've been here a long time, and we usually would do maybe 16, 18 miles a road a year. We should have had over 30, but we didn't have the money, there wasn't chips there, and hold down taxes, and this is I mean, it's just an accomplishment I couldn't even believe was gonna happen here. I mean, somebody said 50 miles last year and 65 miles this year, it's unheard of.
Yeah,
So I have to say, this is great.
thanks.
And I'm definitely in favor of it.
I'm sure the minority would agree with me, Ken, if you could next month, support a resolution calling all city roads county roads, and so that, thank you. All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G, 22221.
G 22221, resolution authorizing a construction contract for the County Road 4 Van Hosen Road Bridge Rehabilitation Project, Highway Department, introduced by Chairman Stammel.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. Okay, P, 22321.
P 22321, resolution adjourning the June 8th, 2021 legislative meeting in memory of Ronald R. Wilson, introduced by Chairman Stammel.
On the question. All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. P, 22421.
P 22421, resolution urging the Veterans Health Administration to reverse their decision to close the Troy community-based outpatient clinic that serves county veterans, introduced by Chairman Stammel.
On the question. Yes.
This has been open for quite a few years, and I personally know a lot of veterans in my area, and I'm very happy that it's here. I mean, it's local, they have to go all the way, especially cars and whatever. I mean, this is kind of this is a very important location for this area, and I think we need to ask that it try to remain, we need to keep that open somehow.
Yes. Not only should we be doing a resolution, but we should be calling our representative to make sure that they're supporting it as well. It's that important. Anything further on the question? All in favor? Opposed?
18 ayes.
Legislative privilege? Is there any? Yes, Chuck?
Introductory law tonight for the animal abuse registry, and I want to thank the legislators, Harrington, Hoffman, Mr. Grant, joining me, Farm Bureau meeting, Barry Vitale, but especially want to thank Todd Tessman. Todd's been a real dedicated advocate for farmers. It's one thing to be a farmer and see the issues and care about them, but Todd, through the years, has been phenomenal for us, whether it be on soil and water or issues like this. And I just, with his time coming to a close here, I want to thank you for the work you did on this bill, for the work you've done on the previous ones as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Very good. Motion to adjourn. Motion made, seconded? Motion made and seconded. All in favor? So moved. Be safe. Have a great night. Bye-bye. Thank you, Counselor.